Hello, American Patriots. Douglas Ducote here. If you're anything like me, you're pretty, let's just say, pissed off at what's happening all over this country right now. Especially what's happening up in Washington, D.C. For those of you that don't know, and if you subscribe to me, you're well aware of this, I used to be a Democrat. And I walked away long before the hashtag walk away was taking place. I walked away from the Democrats actually in 1986. All my family was Democrats. We were raised Democrats. That was just the thing you did. You voted Democrat. But as an adult, and after joining the military, I realized that they weren't looking out for my best interest, and that the party, from everything that I understood it to be, was changing rapidly and not for the better. I started looking at corruption. I started looking at members of the Democrat Party that were doing things that, for all practical purposes, were illegal and, in some cases, outright sickening. Not to say that there weren't Republicans doing the same damn thing, because we know that there have been. But over the past, let's just say, 11 years, the Democrat Party has become something that I don't understand. I can't comprehend how a group of men and women, all of them highly educated, in some cases lawyers, former judges, outstanding members of society, even military veterans, West Point graduates, you name it. How a group or party can get hijacked, allow themselves to be hijacked by a liberal ideology that goes against everything this country stands for. Regardless if we're talking about securing our border, supporting our police officers, our veterans, our military, protecting you, the American citizen, over protecting illegal immigrants. For the life of me, just going back to 1986, if you would have told me what I would be witnessing happen with the Democrat Party come 2019, I'd have told you to stop smoking crack. Lay off the crack pipe or the meth or whatever it is you're doing that's got you so damn delusional. And that's where we're at today. I've now spent 2 days, day one and day two of the impeachment hearings, watching it, soaking it in, and then also listening to what the left-wing media has to say about it, and members of the Democrat Party, some of which are right there in the same room, participating in what I'm watching, or what you're watching, for those of you that have paid attention to it. It's one thing to be a liar or to just make shit up. It's another thing when you can, day in and day out, stare into a news camera and lie your ass off and try and convince those on the other side of that camera that anything else they saw or witnessed outside of what you're saying makes them delusional. And sadly, there are a few million people in America that believe that bullshit. Coming from the left, coming from the Democrat Party, CNN, MSNBC. It's utterly sickening. Adam Schiff has been leading this charge. This guy, look, I would say that he shouldn't be even allowed to shovel shit in a horse barn. But then I would be insulting the shit. I don't even know what to make of this guy. He's not even like, forget the fact that he's an un-American asshole, a freak of nature. He's like a freaking alien from another planet. And when it's the Republicans' time to talk and ask questions, and they freaking go after him because of the things he said and done, he sits there and he stares straight forward at the camera like a lost soul. And I have no doubt that his soul is lost. I have no doubt in my mind that there's a special place in hell for people like Adam Schiff and Nancy Pelosi and AOC and Rashid Tlaib and Alejandro Mar and Don Lemon, and the list just goes on and on and on. But beyond that, I'm pissed off that, like you, I watched everything that happened for 8 years under the Obama administration. I watched our brothers die in Benghazi, and nobody give a shit about it. And then they come out and look at the camera and lie as to what happened. And of course, now we know what happened. And the Democrats didn't care. The Republicans screamed and hollered about it, but it didn't matter at that time. We watched, we listened, we learned of a coup attempt against a sitting president since before the election. And then a drum rolling beat happening 24/7 from Inauguration Day to now. We watched evil, corrupt, lying, despicable felons, crime-committing felons get away with their actions, and Lady Justice turn a blind eye. James Comey, Loretta Lynch, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, John Brennan, Obama. Hell, you want to talk about impeachable offenses? Remember, Obama was the president that released 5 captured terrorists from the battlefield responsible for killing American service members for one deserter, Sergeant Bird Dog. That warrants treason. In my book, and the book of everyone that ever served in the United States military. And then on top of that, to give them millions, and in a few cases, billions of dollars. For instance, what he did for Iran and the nuclear deal. And he was never held accountable for his actions. For Benghazi, for Fast and Furious, the gun runner operation. But yet we watch every week as another member or friend or associate of the Trump administration get arrested, get charged with simple little crimes because they couldn't find nothing else. We watch Roger Stone get railroaded. We watched as CNN was tipped off of the arrest of Roger Stone. More law enforcement officers show up and take this man into custody than ever showed up in Benghazi for our fallen comrades. We watched a circus of fools continue to make a mockery out of us. And then today, Roger Stone is found guilty on all charges. Yet Hillary Clinton, who we know all of the crimes she committed as a member of the State Department. We know it because the director of the FBI at the time, James Comey, held a press conference and told us what she did. And then he made the decision, and him alone, that no reasonable prosecutor would take this case, which is bullshit, and it's not his position to make. Would it have made any difference if he'd have done what he was supposed to do, forwarded over to the Department of Justice? Hell no, because Loretta Lynch was there as the head of the DOJ, the Attorney General. Loretta Lynch had just met a few days prior with the person being investigated's husband, Bill Clinton, in person for a private meeting to discuss how their families, kids, grandkids are doing. What's happening to our society, to our America, to the country that our forefathers fought and died for, and so many since then? I don't know. Every day that goes by, I get more and more disgusted and outright sick to my stomach for many reasons, but one of them, and the most important of it all, is our justice system refusing to hold a person accountable because of A, they're either a Democrat, B, because of their financial situation, or C, because they're a celebrity, aka Smollett, aka John Kennedy, Ted Kennedy. I'm going to be going next week down to the border again to once again expose the tragedies that are happening down there that nobody's doing shit about. The Democrats have completely turned a blind eye to. They won't come up with the money to help secure shit. Here at Team Ducote, we've brought to you the terror block system and told you about it, and we support it, and we're going to push that agenda. We've talked to those that have lost loved ones in combat, in training for the military and law enforcement, and those that have been killed by illegal aliens. And the Democrats continue to not give a shit. Continue to tell you that it's all made up. Continue to lie, but sadly continue to get away with it. I'm sick and tired of watching our Justice Department not do a damn thing to these corrupt, horrible, just outright sickening liberal freaks of nature we call Democrats up in our Congress. And the Republicans that side with them. And there's a few of them. If the Democrats believe that we, the people, are going to continue to sit back and do nothing and watch them destroy America and destroy a sitting president that we elected and destroy our law enforcement officers and destroy our military and openly allow horrible people to cross the border with drugs and sex trafficking and MS-13 gang members and kill and rape and assault American citizens, then you're fucking wrong in the head. Because we're not. There will come a point soon where people on the right are going to start doing what people on the left do. Like Antifa, taking to the streets and bashing people's fucking heads in because, oh, it's fun to do. And nobody gets held accountable for it in Oregon or Washington State or California. Fuck no. Nobody gets held accountable for it. Nobody gets arrested. The mayors of those goddamn cities allow the shit to happen and make the police stand down. And the Department of Justice doesn't go down there and rip somebody a new asshole. In sanctuary cities everywhere. Are you kidding me? William Barr, go arrest the fucking mayors of these sanctuary cities and lock their goddamn ass up, and I guarantee you that'll fix this shit once and for all. Because we, the American patriots of this country, are sick and tired of this fucking bullshit that is happening day in and day out. And nothing's being done about it. Not a damn thing is being done about it. You're destroying this country. You're destroying everything that every veteran fought for. Many are missing limbs for, and many died for. Sadly, I predict that in the very near future, shit's going to get ugly. Probably around Election Day 2020. If Trump wins, the left is going to go freaking nuts and start burning shit down and destroying stuff and attacking people. And guess what? We are going to fight back. If Trump loses, you can kiss America goodbye. You can wipe your ass with the American flag. And you will be applauded by those in the Democrat Party and those on the left. Sometimes it's like I woke up in a damn twilight zone, thinking to myself, is this what I served my country for? To watch it go to shit? I'm calling on every Republican member of Congress at a minimum, once a week, your ass needs to be in front of a fucking camera in your district or in Washington, D.C., calling these fuckers out and slamming them for what they're doing and what they're saying. And come election day, we the people better do everything in our power to vote those fuckers out of office. Every damn one of those Democrats. We better take back the House, keep the Senate, and 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to grow old and watch my kids get stuck with a country that's not worth a fuck. Because that's exactly where America's going. We will become a third world country. A fucking shithole, as President Trump has called out many of the other ones out there. Many of the ones that I've been to. I've seen it firsthand. And America is becoming one of those because of the Democrats that are in office today. It's time we get pissed off. Speak out. Go to rallies. When you know that Democrats are holding a function somewhere, you fucking go there. And you speak your mind. You cause a scene like they do. Like Maxine Waters told her party, her Democrats, to go after Trump supporters wherever they're at, in a gasoline station, in a restaurant. You do it. Give it back to them. I'm not saying go out there and beat the shit out of them. I'm not saying go out there and shoot them. I'm not saying do anything that's going to get your ass put in prison. But if they do it to you, 10 times back. Because it's then justified. I wish Antifa would organize down here in the South where I live. God, I wish that so much. Instead of up there in them liberal shitholes. Washington State and Oregon and California. Come bring your shit down here. Come do that same shit in any city in the South. You never fucking do it twice. Because real Americans stand their ground and we protect those that can't protect themselves. We protect those that believe in our country, our values, our founding fathers, and love this country. I go around often in public wearing my Make America Great Again red hat, daring a son of a bitch to try and knock that off my fucking head. So far, nobody's attempted it. I've got many horrible looks, but I pity the son of a bitch that tries it. There won't be a chance to get a social media video out of it. Because the last thing I'll be reaching for is my phone. I know how you feel. I know it down deep in my soul. I get the emails. We read them. We read the comments. We understand how pissed off you are. Which is more reason that we need to band together and be ready for what's coming next year. We will, as American patriots, remain peaceful and do things legally. But the first damn time one of those fucktards goes 51-50 on one of us, all bets are off. You better stop fucking with America. And those of us that love her, that served for her. It is difficult. Very difficult. To go through life these days with the patriotism that I have in my body and not physically take action against some of these Tide Pod eating fucks. Let me tell you something, Democrats and liberals. American patriots do not want a war with you or anyone else. But we swore, most of us, we took an oath to this country to defend her and the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and especially domestic. And right now, the domestic enemy of the United States of America is the Democrat Party and these fucking liberals out west. I pray for peace. And I pray that God forgives me for saying some of the bad things that come out of my mouth every now and then. But I do believe he knows, with everything I've experienced in life and shithole countries, that so often I get a pass. Or at least I hope so. Continue to speak up, to go after these fuckers on social media, to speak your mind. Don't let them be the one with the loudest voice. And then you get on your phones and you call your members of Congress up, the Republicans and Democrats, and you tell those spineless bitches to stop fucking with us in this country and to do what we sent them to Washington, D.C. to do. Now, saying that, there are some members of the Republican Party that are doing great things. And I support them, and I thank them. The Jim Jordans of the committees. There are many good Republican members of Congress in the Senate. But there are many that I wouldn't piss in their mouth if they were dying of thirst. And for Democrats, there ain't a single one of you, not a single one of you, that I'd give the time of day to. You disgust me. And you disgust America. And you're a disgrace to America and the human race for your anti-American bigotry shit. As always, please say a prayer for our men and women serving in the United States military, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, our first responders, their families, our Blue and Gold Star families, our Angel families, our president, and our country. If you haven't already done so, please go over to DouglasDucote.com and sign up and give us your email address. We are building a veteran coalition as I speak to do wonderful things to help make this country great again, especially on our border. Legally and not against the laws of the land. But if you're a veteran law enforcement officer or a veteran military person, you're going to want to be a part of this. It's going to be big. Slowly but surely, we, the people, the patriots of America, will do what it takes to continue to make this country the best it can possibly be. To 2020 and beyond. So help me God. Hope you all have a wonderful and blessed evening.